Hey everybody, it's Laine, and I want to share with you one of my favorite tips, one of my favorite tricks to help calm kids down. And it's going to sound crazy. It's going to sound maybe even counterintuitive. You're going to be like, is this thing really going to work? And I just want to tell you that I have seen this work not only with my own kids, but when I was teaching, it worked, kids of all ages. And I've seen other people who have been in charge of different groups of kids, whether it was daycare workers or schools or athletic teams, use this same trick. And it is sometimes a truly magic pill. So when your kids are running around like crazy and everything's getting wild and chaotic and you just feel like screaming, what I want you to try to do instead of meeting their volume, because a lot of parents tell me my kids won't listen unless I scream. And the mistake that parents think is that if I get louder, eventually I'm going to be able to get their attention and they'll pay attention to me, right? But what happens in our kids is that the louder they get and the louder we get, the louder they want to get again. And it just keeps building and building and building and building because that's how the human brain is wired to go. So, what I want you to try to do instead is to keep your voice calm and steady and quiet. But the real trick, the real thing that works, that I've seen work time and time again with kids when they're getting insanely loud, it's going to sound crazy, is whisper. Start whispering what you want to tell them. And with little kids, you can say, "Come here, I want to tell you something. Come on over here." And I'm telling you, I watched this work with my own son when he was in preschool. The teacher didn't even know that I was watching. I walked in to deliver something somewhere and she didn't know I was there. My son didn't know I was there and he was being loud as could be. And from the other side of the room, she called his attention with the softest voice. And he came tiptoeing over to her and whispered. I couldn't even hear what they were saying because they were talking so softly. So I know that this could take some real self-control on your part. I know that it could be hard when everything's going crazy for you to whisper. I know it feels counterintuitive. It feels like the last thing that you want to do. But all I can say is that if you can get yourself to a place where you can at least try it, and it might not work the very first time, it might. I've seen it work the very first time, but it might not work the first time. But if you're willing to try it, if you're willing to give it a go, then I think, and I know, and I believe that you might have some really stunning results. So, of course, the ability to get calm is hard. It sounds so simple, but it's not easy. And I know a lot of what I talk about with parenting, it sounds very simple and it's not easy. But of course, that first step is going to be the ability to get calm and not get caught up in the kids' volume, not get caught up in the kids' riotous, rumpus and all the ruckus. And at the end of the day, that can be super extra challenging. I totally get it. And I've been there. Even if they're just playing and they're not fighting or they're not fighting you, even if their play is getting wild and out of control, it can be really hard to wrangle them and wrestle them in. And I've heard from several parents recently, this is not new, but I think it's getting more common as we're entering the school year and people are feeling more uncertain about a lot of things that are coming our way this fall, that they're getting more and more frustrated around bedtime and that the kids are getting amped up around bedtime and that there's more yelling in the house. And that's why I wanted to share this trick with you today. So go against the grain. Don't let them pull you in and be part of the yelling. You're not going to out yell them. You're not going to outmatch them. You might scare them, but I don't think that that's what we're after here, right? What we want to do is bring the whole energy of everything down. And trust me when I say that our brains are wired to meet each other wherever they are. So the louder they get, the quieter you get. Eventually their brains are going to see that it's not working to pull you up into their chaos, and their brains are wired to meet yours, and they will come down and eventually meet yours in a calmer state. So give it a go. Let me know what you think. If you're watching this on a replay, just put a hashtag replay here. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and ring that bell so you get notified with new with new notifications, subscribe, and sign up for all the free stuff that I have coming your way. I really care about you and your family. I want everybody to thrive and not just survive. There's so much uncertainty right now, but we can, as parents, and it's part of our job to ride this storm and to model for our kids what it looks like to be even keeled and to be steady even when there are storms brewing. They're watching us, whether we like that or not, whether that's a scary idea to you or not. They are watching us and they are learning from us. They are learning how to be an adult from how we are behaving. So take this tip to heart. I hope it helps and let me know how it goes. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.